Hello, Flosstube. We're the Real Housewives of Crossstitch.
I'm Priscilla.
And I'm Chelsea.
And this is Ronnie.
And Cash.
And I'm not sick this week.
I am.
And I didn't give it to her.
No. It was going around in my house and she got something completely different. So Cash and I got sick. He had a runny nose on my birthday. And I texted my mom freaking out. She's like, oh, it could be teething. So then I chalked it up to that. And then...
when he came here last Saturday, he was a little bit sick.
No.
Yeah, he was. He was like coughing and stuffy.
Oh, yeah, after our video. Yes. Okay, so thank you so much for watching last week. Thank you for all of the comments. The outstanding majority does not make New Year's resolutions. Also, take note at our clearance spectacular.
Aren't they cute?
Merry Christmas. But we loved reading them, and thank you so much for commenting.
We dressed for cash.
Yeah. All right. Questions this week. Marie, will you be stitching only snowmen and winter for January? When do you add in your patriotic and your Halloween back in your rotations? Like, when do you pick it back up?
Probably for the next couple of weeks, I'm just going to be strictly doing winter because I want to get a few things done. But then after that, I'll try to start adding in Christmas and 4th of July. And
I told her good luck holding him today because he doesn't sit still anymore. Like, it's the turning point. He does not like to sit still. And he can sit up now. He loves his bouncer, but he is wild. Claire, any idea what the Country Cottage Needleworks chart for the sheep virtues is? Sheep in the Meadow is what it's called.
right? Oh, right.
Marianne's, when you quilt as you go, do you quilt the back? And what's a good tutorial?
There's videos linked on my blog for the quilt as you go. And if you just watch those a couple times, you should be able to figure it out.
Hi. Yes, the back does get quilted. The way that they do it, it's very minimal quilting. Mom has gone back on some of her strip quilts and done diagonals or X's, however she wants the back to look as well. But majority of the quilting will be on the front. Here, do you want this? Stephanie, do you watch Ray Dunn hauls and hunt videos? I'm in Canada and they're hard to find. Do you go hunting or do you just wait for things you like? I'd love to hear more about your collection.
A little bit of both. I try to find things, and like the Mr. and Mrs. Claus cups I've wanted for how many years now? 3?
Yeah,
2.
a long time.
And then my husband bought them on Amazon for me, and they came, and the Mr. Claus is,
chipped.
You want to give me his bottle? Is chipped, so they have to be sent back. So
we do watch those videos online, and I'm part of a bunch of Facebook groups online to see what there is. I've only purchased what I bought for Mom for Christmas, which was Mrs. Claus's kitchen canister. I got him, he's fine. And
give me his bottle.
He won't drink it. And that was, I don't know, reasonably priced, but I haven't purchased anything besides that. And then her Mrs. and Mr. Claus cups were the only
I was
ones.
shocked when I opened those.
But we have watched those videos. In Canada, they have like exclusive ones, like go ask your mother, go ask your father, which I'm really into. So she told me to ask my stepdad because he travels up there sometimes to see if they have them. But we're not those people that stand outside.
No. Oh, we have done that on occasion.
But so if you're new to Ray Dunn, there's people who stand outside Home Goods, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and just go in and throw everything in their cart that they can, and then they resell it at a higher value.
We've never sold anything.
That's not something that we're doing. We're doing for our own collection. But if we see something, we get 2 of it to share between us. Chrissy B, what do you secure your back and corners of fabric with for on the sticky board? Hot glue. So she just wraps the corners around like a present and uses hot glue on the back. Don, is Calvin the first family cat? And Priscilla, do you work on multiple projects at once or one at a time?
I generally, when I have my rotation going, I do work on different projects all the time. But right now it's like one at a time because I'm trying to get some winter things done. So,
Calvin is not the first cat in the family.
No, we used to have cats.
I loved cats. We had Sylvester and Chloe, and there were a couple more, but the cats didn't love me, and they would always run away. And then they were just pests, just running away all the time. All right, Janice, how long have you both been interested in chickens, and are you farm people?
Oh, I just decorated my kitchen with them, so And Chelsea, when she got her first house, she was like, I'm not having chickens in my kitchen. I want cows. And now all of a sudden it's all chickens. So
when I moved into my own house, I don't know what the deal was, but
she was into that teal stuff.
Yeah, I was into teal. But then I started kind of being more conscious of where food comes from and that. So then I wanted actual chickens for eggs. And
we just kind of wanted you to get them because of Instagram pictures.
Yeah, Instagram. Okay. Oh, also note, the American Girl doll of the year for 2019, I think her name is Blake or so. Anyways, it's a girl with a silky chicken, and the chicken's name is Dandelion, and she's a gardener, and it's adorable, and she has brown hair. I think they were inspired by me. They weren't, I'm just kidding. But I asked my mom if I could ask for that for next Christmas, because the girls got American Girl dolls from her. Okay, that's all the questions I have for us today. Let's go over some whips. No, previous finishes. I mean, you got them all over. What are we doing here?
I was going to show these two because I was taking my stuff out and getting my... This one goes in my kitchen usually, and this is a Prairie Schooler. It was an old one from a Just Cross Stitch magazine, and I can't remember because we've shown it before, and everybody's like, ah! So maybe you could check back on my blog and see where that one came from.
But it is from a magazine, Prairie Schooler. And then this one is a with thy needle and thread.
Right, hens and chicks.
Tobacco basket.
Right, and this was my second finish for this because the first one I didn't really like, so got done again. But I've been taking my stuff out because I've been putting away Christmas. It's still not all the way. The village is still out behind us. And the ice skate tree is still up. I keep that up, and the snowman tree is still up. And the trees are still here in the village, but they're undecorated.
Ask me how much Christmas I've put away. Yeah, that's right. 0. We've put away 0.
Okay, so for finishes, just wait. I finished the new Winter Wonderland farm, Chalk on the Farm, the truck portion, in a cupcake pan. And I've used the cupcake pan before for the long skinny ones, and then this time I used it for the square one. So I have 2 different cupcake pans, so I thought I would just show you the difference. I had bought the second one for Chelsea to use for something, but she hadn't used it yet, so...
I didn't know that was an available option in the finishing store. I can turn in points for it if I'm good. I get to redeem points in the finishing store.
I also finished... Which one is this one?
Snowy string.
Right.
She removed the penguin and she added a...
You should probably show that so they can see what the colors used to be. But here's the Mary string that came off of it. And this is how flat it will be when you... Can they see that? When it's stored. So I only have one left, just the spring one. Because I've done the Buzzy and the fall and the Halloween,
Spooky.
Christmas, yeah.
But she didn't like the penguin so much, so she just added a P and then put another snowman there.
And I wanted it to be more in the buffalo-y check colors, so it's all done in blacks and reds and
darker colors.
Dark green.
A lot of Lizzie Kate's like wintry things are kind of brighter.
They're too, like, whimsical.
Right, for her taste.
Then I finished, is that Candy Cane Wishes?
Yes, it is. This is a with thy needle and thread. Candy Cane Wishes.
I've already finished the witch and the Santa and the Peep. So I did like a tartan plaid in green wrapped around it. I used one of my snowman bells and some flock greenery and a plaid bow, and it's in that tray that I had chalk painted. I love it.
Love it. Okay. What are your whips?
Well, you do yours.
Okay, so whips this week. This is Little House Needleworks. Good morning. This is a chicken punch needle. So I'm not going to hold it up very long, but I just want to show people that haven't punch needle before. You get a drawing and you trace it onto your fabric.
We usually hold it up to the window.
Yep, hold it up to the window. I'm not a very good artist, so the tracing is horrendous, but you get the picture. And then you punch on the back of it, and then when you turn it over, that's what is, that's the finished piece. This is a Morgan hoop. It's a 10-inch and then a 7-inch down here. It's a lap stand, so you're able to punch here. Arms up. And then the Cameo Ultra Punch, we had questions about that, what needle size I use. For this one, it's recommended to use the smallest needle on a punch size one. So the directions will tell you what to do. We purchased the more expensive Cameo Ultra Punch that came with the different size needles. So you can purchase it with just, I think they sell it like with just the medium one or something like that. But we decided to go for all 3 of them. Okay,
Right, Liddy, is there a snake in your boots?
Yes. There's a snake in your boots? Did you tell them that you're going to go to Disney and see Mickey? Are you going to see Mickey Mouse? He turned 6 months old yesterday, so we were very excited for that too. I've made it 6 months. And I worked some more on making a list, right? No, Santa's list. Santa's list. PC Santa's list.
I know that one because that one went all through Disney with me.
I only have the back stitch now and his face. I'm slow going. I didn't feel good at all. It's been horrific and I had no voice. It's finally coming back. Holly Jolly. I'm changing this to darken up the colors so it matches more of our decor. Then I started working on what is this one called? Jingles. I was covering up the title of it. So I finished the first one. And then I started the second one. I told you, good luck.
You're just a monkey meat.
And then I've changed the colors on there. A good tip, if you are changing colors, make sure that you write them down somewhere because I have a dark red in here, of course, that I have no idea what it is. I think it's cherry cobbler, but I have to go back and I don't have it in my bag. So just write the colors next to something or on a piece of paper and put it in the bag with it. All right, that's all my whips this week.
I have this one. And hopefully I brought that. Yep, I did.
A lot of her whips were also finishes this week. So her only whip right now is called Snowbirds, and this is a Brenda Gervais with that needle and thread. She's doing it on gray.
Yeah.
Yeah, gray coffee tea dyed.
There's going to be a lot of eggshell stitching.
Eggshell. Yep. This is yours.
And then last night, when I was putting away my stuff, I don't have a Prairie Schooler piece for my tray that hangs off of my pegboard in the kitchen. So I went through my Prairie Schoolers and I have Winter Wind. So I was getting out my floss for that. I'm missing like 4 DMCs.
Don't ask your daughter if she has them. I made yesterday the day, so I have not been keeping up on returning my floss to where it belongs after my project. So I had a wad of floss that I needed to sort through. So I did that yesterday and I put all my DMC away. I'm very proud of myself. Okay, that's all I have for that. We got some cards this week. So this was from Grace. Adorable truck with the tree in it. Then lollipop stitches.
She has a floss too.
And she was in Disney at the same time you were, right?
Yeah,
she goes for a much longer time, I thought.
She started the day that we left.
Oh, okay.
In Disney.
Okay. And then you had some gifts this week.
Yes, I did.
This one?
Yes. So I got both of these on the same day and I was very, very shocked by both of them.
Okay, Roseanne.
It's a Rae Dunn water bottle.
I love it.
And I need to drink more water, so.
But it's not a New Year's resolution.
It was a sign.
She doesn't, I don't drink water either, so that's my big thing. When I was pregnant, I drank a ton of water and I felt so much better. So I'm going to start doing that now too. This was this. Okay, and then.
And this is all together.
Oh, this is together. So this is from Joni.
Shocked. Fitz and Floyd. She got it at a rummage sale, I think she said, or a garage sale. And she thought that I would like it. It's so awesome. I've never even seen this one before. Wow. And you guys know I have a lot of Fitz and Floyd.
Wow. And then she sent some charts and some fabric. Wow.
So thank you so much. I was shocked when I opened it.
Yeah, she FaceTimed me immediately. Oh my God! It was very funny. Same with both of your gifts came on the same day, didn't they? And so Mom FaceTimes me a lot, but not like that. Most of our conversations are FaceTime just so she can see the baby for a minute and then she puts the phone down so I see the counter. She'll never show her face on FaceTime. No, thank you. Just say hi so the baby can see you. Hi. All right, and then we had some giveaways last week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so these were Kathy Barrick, Dear Santa, and Bowl Full of Bunnies. Are these the giveaways for this week?
Yeah, I thought that.
Okay, all right, that's what I didn't. And are you thinking of a question?
I had to go to see the grandsons play hockey again today, so we're always a little bit scatterbrained when we don't have like time to plan.
Yep. And I wasn't able to come down at all this week because I didn't feel well. And I was putting away my Christmas.
And I haven't held the baby since Christmas Eve, so this is my first time holding him since Christmas Eve.
You'd think that it was just
because I was sick.
Vacation.
And I would never want to give any of them any sickness, so don't think that I gave it to them.
No. And all of you that said I'm a germaphobe and they can picture me with a mask on and Lysol, it's absolutely it. I can't handle it. Like, I was sick and I stayed up in my room, but every day I Lysol down everything. I washed all my sheets. I washed all his sheets every single day. I aired it out if we were leaving the room, but I don't want to contaminate the whole house because my house is a big house and I don't want to have to clean it all. Like, I don't have to wipe it all down and get everybody else sick because the kids had to go back to school. No thanks. No thanks. Okay. And then, winners. Winners. So the question was, what is your New Year's resolution? A lot of you do not make them. A lot of them are weight or hobby related or reading more. A lot of people have had their freezers go down too, and they all felt sorry for your yard sauce.
Yeah.
I started looking at seeds last night.
My eye starts twitching every time I think about it.
I was going to bring some.
So much work went into that.
Yep, absolutely.
Growing it and making it and bagging it. And
me out there picking those just day after day.
You took a lot of those tomatoes home.
I did. I have a lot of them in the freezer, but they're all labeled Mom's Tomatoes, so I can bring those back to you.
You don't have to bring them back to me.
Okay, well, if I want you to cook for me, I do. Cash, put it in your mouth. In one of the videos, she was holding him and the bottle was right in front of him, and you just see him the whole time like this, trying to get the bottle. A lot of you watch the videos just to watch him instead of watching us, which I appreciate.
Yeah, thanks.
Too. All right, so 2 patterns. Thank you so much for the giveaway. All right, so the winners, the Bowl Full of Bunnies, Kathy Funk, congratulations. Please get a hold of us. And then for Santa, Libby Stitches, congratulations. Email us in the Dropbox below. You'll find our email and you'll be able to send us your physical address so we can mail these out to you ASAP. Also, everybody, for the 10,000 giveaway, your packages have been mailed. And
on New Year's Eve, I took them all to the post office. So did we have all the winners at that time? Okay.
Yep, and the donators should be getting they have your information and they'll be sending you their gift cards.
Yes, I spoke with Nancy at Needle Case Goodies, and she was sick last week, and she said that she was going to get the gift certificates out, but I haven't talked to her since, so I will try to follow up with her today. But all the packages went out last week.
Yep, we sat down and we were able to address them all. Excuse you? Yeah. Manners.
And I also didn't want to go to the post office and have to wait in a half an hour line, but I did go to the post office and waited in probably a 40-minute line on New Year's Eve. Somebody was trying to mail a bumper that was like as big as the dining room table.
A bumper?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well. Okay. All right, so the giveaways today are more Teresa Kogut's designs. If you haven't checked out her Flosstube, check her out. I have loved this one. This is called My Black Hen. So as soon as we started doing Flosstube and people found out that I had chickens, probably 120 people sent me the link to this, which I absolutely love. So here it is, My Black Hen, and this is a cross-stitch chart, and then we're going to offer a punch needle as well. So this punch needle, like I was talking about before, it comes with the fabric, and then and the chart to trace it on.
Are hers, do you have to trace them, or do they come traced?
No, you have to trace them.
Because like that one I did from that other company.
Yeah, those, what's that company called?
Threads That Bind.
Threads That Bind have them already
printed,
stamped on the fabric. But she includes weaver's cloth, and then the pattern is enclosed, so then you just trace it. And I used just like a gel pen or...
no, it's, well, when we did them here, we used that micron marker so that it was thin.
Yeah, but gel pen as well is what the directions say you can use as well.
All right.
But just like masking tape or painter's tape and tape it up to your window, and then put the cloth up and tape that and then trace it real quick. Or if you have a light box, you can use that as well. Okay, and then this one, sorry, I haven't even shown the pattern yet. Here we go. This is called Tiger Cat. So this is a punch needle. This one is the cross stitch. So the question that you're going to ask or answer.
All right, give me a minute to think about that. But there'll be 2 winners, one for the punch needle and one for the stitching. So specify if you want both or if...
Cross stitch, punch needle.
Right.
This one isn't... So what I look for as what's hard or what's easy in a punch needle is if there's a lot of fine detail. And there's not a ton in here. There's big open spaces that are easier to punch. Little bitty details can be tricky if you're first starting out. So this one would probably be a good one for a beginner as well.
I had problems when I did that ghost one trying to get eyes, and I finally just went in there and did French knots. But anyway, the question that we want you to answer is tell us what project you're working on right now.
Okay.
If you're making a quilt or if you're stitching, just tell us the name of the project that you're working on.
Okay.
Or if you have a bunch of them, just tell us one.
Tell us one.
Tell us what you're working on. And
what are you working on?
That with a needle and a thread, and then I'll probably start that other one. And then maybe some really exciting things. I'm not going to say anything about that. But anyway, so we have a bunch of stitch-alongs. They're all listed below, our days of the week.
Again, we're not following them as much right now. I might go back to my rotations because there haven't been a ton of winter projects that have spoken to me. I can't find my mojo with them. So if I can get back into something and finish it for, you know, I'm really drawn to my patriotic stuff right now. If I can finish that, I might do it. So you might see me
I almost
jump.
want to do Christmas.
That's what I was working on. I was working on jingles, but then I made it okay with myself because it's on the blue fabric, so it looks wintry. I was like, I could pass this off as winter,
Maybe
even though it says ho ho ho.
Maybe we should just try to get one of those a month done.
Yep. I mean, I can do that easily. They're small charts. They're easy. With jingles, you get one design per
Card.
chart. Yeah, per card. Versus some of the other ones where you were getting two. Which is the rules. The rules, Halloween and Christmas rules, you get 2 per card. Jingles and tingles, you get 1.
I don't remember. I stitched mine a long time ago.
Hi. Okay, so we have the winners. Congratulations. Get a hold of us, please. 10,000 giveaway winners. Let us know when you get the packages so we can make sure that they all arrived. It's hard to keep track with all the tracking numbers to make sure that they get out there. And the 2 giveaways this week, again, are My Black Hen and the Tiger Cat. And one is a punch needle, one is a cross stitch. Answer what project you're working on. Now, don't say giveaway, don't say free, etc. That's it.
So, like I said, all of our stitch-alongs are down below with the hashtags, and we would love for you to follow us and use those hashtags because we have a lot of them still going on that Chelsea has most of them still to go.
I'm going to finish Santa list, and then I'm going to go back to Lantern Lane.
That was the first one that started it all.
I've got like a shack built on that one. It's a mansion. It's the Macaulay Culkin mansion.
And I've been getting questions about when our next stitch-along is going to be. So if you have any ideas for something that you'd like to see us do a stitch-along of,
you can put that below too.
So you can follow us on Instagram at Priscilla Blaine, at Chelsea356, Priscilla's2000 on Facebook, and Priscilla's2000.blogspot.com, where you can see more of everything. And so for the end of 2018, I did a post of all the recipes that we showed last year, all the tiered trays that I showed last year, all of Chelsea's stitch pieces, all of my stitch pieces.
What'd you talk about, Grandma?
So anyway, especially those recipes are all in one place where you can just click on the colored text and it takes you to the recipe. So
Textile Stylist had a question too about my iPad might not have shown it. Sorry. Real quick. She wanted to know what your standbys are for the sleigh buffet. So chili dip, buffalo chicken dip, pigs in a blanket. You're pulling my hair. Spinach artichoke cups. She made these really good cups this year.
Put crescent roll pieces in the bottom and put spinach artichoke dip in them and bake them with cheese. Mm-hmm.
The Hawaiian bread and just spinach dip that you tear off and you dip into that. Bacon wrapped crackers from the Pioneer Woman.
I usually do bacon wrapped water chestnuts too, but I didn't do them this year.
What are your meatballs called?
I don't know, but do you use
jelly,
grape jelly and chili sauce?
Jelly meatballs.
Buffalo chicken wings.
Yep. The wings are a big hit.
And I usually do chicken pieces too that are wrapped in bacon with a brown sugar glaze. I didn't do those this year.
And a vegetable tray. So this year she saw on Pinterest, and Bonnie made it into a Santa's face with
So
his
cute.
hat. And she wanted to know if you put it out in shifts.
No.
No,
Because
it all
we
comes out.
come home from church and then I just start putting it all out.
I mean, technically it does come out in shifts because only a few things fit in the oven at a time. So as soon as it comes out of the oven.
It's only our family eating all this.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous. I told her yesterday or last week that we should do something different. She's like, nope, I like it.
Because it's tradition. That's
And we
our
make these
family
pepperoni
tradition.
things too, wrapped in crescent rolls.
Yeah,
and
so it's
cheese.
like a pizza. The recipe calls for like string cheese in, and you dip it in marinara with the pepperoni. But she just cuts up mozzarella.
And then Tanner and Bonnie did that where
Parmesan crisps.
in the little tiny muffin tins, they put cheese and pepperoni, and they were just like little pieces of. They were like
Chips.
a cracker.
Yeah. Parmesan chips, I guess. But that was, sorry that your question didn't get answered earlier. Okay, back to your regular scheduled stuff. Sorry.
Anyway, if you get your inspiration from us, tag my blog, tag us. We love seeing your projects, and we've seen a lot of them lately, and we appreciate the time it takes to do that, showing us that you're using.
Our ideas.
Yeah.
We love seeing it all. We love being tagged in it. We love when you reach out on Facebook or Instagram. So thank you so much. We might not get to like it right away, but we see everything, and we love following all the hashtags where you chime in on your progress on your projects. So thank you so much for
I've
that.
been seeing a lot of farms, and I've been seeing so many of the old seasons in Chalk the First series from the Just Cross Stitch magazine. So it's exciting. Anyway.
All right. We will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.